Hi, my name is Krista Mitchell, and this is my video on differentiated learning for Instructional Technology 225. Today I'm going to talk to you about differentiated learning and how I would use technology in my classroom to aid me in my efforts of reaching every child. For the first part of this assignment, I'm going to discuss with you the age group that I will be working with, a standard and an activity, as well as how I would have my students demonstrate their mastery of the new concept. So the age group that I have chosen is kindergarten, students 5 years old to 6 years old. The standards, I have picked two because they both intertwine in the same concept. So I'm looking at math and we're dealing with geometry, which means we're going to be working with shapes. So the first standard I'll read to you, it says correctly name shapes regardless of their orientation and their overall size. The second standard would be molding shapes in the world by building shapes from components and drawing shapes. So my students would have an activity, something as simple as showing them a picture that looks like this. With this picture, I would have my students point out the shapes that they see. So if you notice here, we have a rectangle. Here we have circles. There's inside of a circle. There's inside of a circle. If you look at the plank boards behind us, we have rectangles. I would have my students view this picture and not only identify the shapes that they see, but have them manipulate the shapes as well. Something like the triangle being able to be switched to a square, or the circles that are wheels can be stretched out into ovals, as well as the rectangles in the back can be squares if they were cut. This gives the students an idea of how shapes transform and how they can be manipulated. An easy way for the children to use technology and get a little bit more hands-on with this activity would be to take this same picture and upload it into a document like Microsoft Word, where the shapes can be manipulated with the click of the mouse. This allows the students to take control of how they manipulate the shapes and what your picture will look like in the end. Using this technology can also help foster independent learning because the students are able to use their own minds and creativity when working with this process. So once the students are familiar with manipulating the shapes in the picture, you can have the students add shapes. For instance, if I say add a triangle somewhere in your picture, the students can add the triangle and manipulate it wherever they want, however big they want, and whichever side of the picture they want. With this activity, students are given the chance to show a little originality and to create something that they can be proud of. No student's picture will look the same, so there is no right or wrong way to complete this assignment. Once the pictures are complete, the teacher may ask the student to identify certain shapes or certain objects in the picture, even to ask them if those shapes can be changed into a different shape. Using technology in this activity helps engage the student because it gives them a chance to do something other than the pencil and paper that they're used to every day. Technology also gives them a chance to start their project over as many times as they want, or to undo simple things that have been done without having to start all the way over from the beginning or without messing up their paper. This activity can also be done in small groups and can be done on a smart board in certain classrooms. Thank you for watching.